everyone, this is Sarah from Japan, and today we're going to make Japanese style curry rice, which is different from the curry that you would get or eat in India or Sri Lanka or perhaps Bangladesh. Okay, and it's not quite as spicy as the Indian curry, but it has a fuller taste, I would have to say. Okay, interesting fact of the day. Do you know what country in the world eats the most curry? It's not India. It's Bangladesh. Bangladesh actually eats curry more than any other nation on the planet. They eat it even for their snacks and their dessert. There is curry in every single dish that they prepare. If they're going to prepare a salad with something meaty for dinner, they will also prepare a soup that goes with it, and it's all made with different types of curry. Okay, so that's your interesting fact of the day. Okay, so what you need for Japanese curry, okay, is my family's quite large. There are 6 of us normally, but then when my sister-in-law comes, there's 7 of us, and we're also going to be I'm going to be making enough leftovers for curry noodles the next day. Okay, so what you need are, first of all, you need some thinly sliced. You can't see that with the glare here. Thinly sliced onions. Okay, so I have a lot here because of my big family, but probably a half an onion, half of a small onion is enough. Okay, and you also need some roughly cut carrots. Okay, this is ginger root, actually ginger root here and garlic here. Okay, and I actually use raw ginger root, okay, if you can see that. And the way to get this top layer of skin, bark or whatever off of the root is you use a spoon, okay, to scrape it off. If you use a knife, you'll cut a lot of the good stuff off as well. So use a spoon to scrape off just the skin, okay? Then you slice it. You slice it into thin slices, and then you chop it up, okay, until it looks like this, okay? Also, I also use raw garlic in cloves. They sell it in the cloves. Okay, so, you know, they come in like that, and there's a whole big, huge wad of that. I don't know if you can see that with the glare, but yeah. You take 2 cloves of that, and you chop it up finely. Okay? And along with that, I have some spices. Oh, I have some potatoes as well. Chopped up potatoes that I've put in water so that they don't turn brown. Alright, so I'm going to put that aside. Also, you can use chicken. You can use chopped up chicken meat. Or you can use pork or even beef. Most people use pork or chicken. Okay, so there's your chopped up, it's mouth-sized piece, you know, bite-sized pieces of pork here that we're going to use. Okay, and I have washed and prepared 4 cups of rice. Okay, so that's in there, in my cooker. Alright, so first things first, we also have some consomme, some chicken consomme. This is like chicken broth, I guess. And, yeah, 1 little thing of here. So there's only 1 of this, so I'm using the powder as well. And I will probably be using 1 to 2 tablespoons of this and 1 block of this. It's the same thing, it's just we're out of this. Okay, and we have a variety of spices that we're going to use here. This is the curry spice. We're actually using 3 types today. We're using this kare, it's called kare ru. Okay, they call it lu, which I don't know how that's translated into English. But anyway, it's a kind of powder. It's a mixed up spice powder it's mixed up spice powder. Duh. Anyway, what it has in it, it has flour, and it has oil, and it has some fruits, and tomato, onion, apples, garlic, so curry powder, salt, some sugar. It says white sugar with brown sugar, chatsuni, whatever that is. It also has pork and chicken excess and coconut milk, coconut powder, spice masala, and caramel for the coloring. Okay, so that's what's in this little nice thing. And we're going to use half of this today, okay? So, but you have to, there's no clear-cut measurement for making curry rice. You make it to taste. That's what you taste as you go along, so that, you know, and you also adjust it to the size of your family. Okay, and then we're going to use this curry pack, okay? So we have actually 2 of these, but this one has a small part, and they come in inside. You get this, and you open it up. I don't know if you can find these in the States, but you might be able to if you go to an Asian store. But they come in blocks, okay, like this, and it looks like chocolate. Okay, and there's only one section left, so I'm going to use this and this, and I'm going to mix it. This is medium spicy. Okay, it's medium hot, and this is hot, and this is very hot. Okay, and my family, especially my mother-in-law, she loves spicy curry. Okay, and so now also we have some butter. And I have a little bit of cinnamon powder, not too much. I'm going to put the whole thing in there, but, you know, just some salt, some pepper. Some salt and some pepper, and, yeah, that's about the ingredients. Oh, and to take out the smell of the meat, the raw meat, blood and stuff, you don't want, you know, that. We use a laurel leaf, and you can use 1 to 2. And I like to use, oh, where'd they go? I like to use hot peppers, hot chili peppers. Where are they? Oh, there they are. So you've got little hot peppers. They call them togarashi, but they're red hot peppers. Okay, so let's look at these, and you can chop these up if you'd like. Or you can put like them in there whole, or chop them in half, or whatever you want to do with it. I like to chop mine in half. Okay, so I'm going to use like, that's pretty good. Okay. Now you want to remember, of course I'm sure you know, but when you make curry rice and you're touching all this spicy stuff, never, ever, ever touch your eyes, okay? Make sure you wash your hands all the time, because, you know, you never know when you're going to go, you know, and just, you'll be miserable for the next hour or so, I tell you. But anyway, these are the spicy peppers, chili peppers, I guess, you're gonna make. And sometimes I like to even snack on these. We had one growing outside for a while, and I just kind of like, you know, take a bite of that. That's nice. I like spicy food, by the way. All right, so first things first, I have a pot ready here. And I'm going to heat it up. I'm going to heat it up. Alright. And instead of putting oil, I'm going to put butter. Okay? And because it's butter, you want to keep it low, and you want to simmer these onions for 15 to 30 minutes, depending on how much there are. And there's quite a bit, so I'm probably going to do 20 minutes. We're supposed to do it for 30, but that kind of gets to be a drag after a while, you know what I mean? So I'm going to cheat and I do it for only 20. They'll never know the difference. Anyway, so I have my pan and it's heating up, and before it heats up all the way, because you don't want the onions to burn or stick, you put in your butter. Put in a big glop of butter, okay? And of course, my mother-in-law, sometimes she cheats. She tells me to go for a half hour and you know, properly, you know, simmer, saute them, I guess. But I've seen her put in oil so that she can speed it up. I think it's okay. But the butter tastes good with the, it gives it richness, really, if you use butter. So I'm going to put in my onions now. That's a lot, so I'm going to keep that for soup later on. Okay, and I'm just going to stir. Keep simmering, stirring. I'm just going back and forth, and it is now currently 12:37, so in a little while I will be back. And while that's going on, I'm going to load. Alright, back in